These are persons who have gone missing in Jamaica. Did it ever occur to you that you or someone you know might be next? Have you ever wondered where they might be or who have taken them? Have you suddenly missed a family member or a close friend and is disheartened? Could your loved ones be a victim of human trafficking, otherwise known as modern-day slavery? Our African ancestors experienced something of this sort in the 16th century. They experienced a great turmoil when their relatives suddenly became missing. They searched endlessly for them, but this their search was to no avail. Their family members were sold to the Europeans in what is now known as the transatlantic slave trade. These Africans were sold to work as slaves in the New World to benefit the European economic interest. Their rights were completely disregarded as they were considered inferior to the Europeans. Now let's learn of their experiences on the Middle Passage. In the 16th century, betrayal became the order of the day. Our brothers and sisters were brainwashed by the Europeans to sell their own brothers and sisters to them for the exchange of guns and other machineries. It was a hard pill to swallow, having been captured by my own flesh and blood just for their selfish gain. I was transported along with my other friends to the coast of Guinea in shackles and chains, where this huge vessel awaits our arrival. It was my first time seeing anything this huge. I was scared for my life, as I did not know what to expect after boarding this vessel. As I walked to the coast of Guinea, tears flowed down my face as I remembered my family back home. My wife had just given birth to her first child. On boarding this vessel, we were treated like heathens. We were beaten without mercy for doing nothing at all. I remembered my friend Nayla as she was whipped. She cried, "Oh, Mama Africa, oh, my soul long to return to you. I cannot take it any longer." I then saw her give up the ghost. It was unbearable to watch her die like that, knowing that she was innocent. But these white people had no mercy on us. They were heartless criminals. The ship could only hold about 300 of us, but in all they captured 400. So we were packed as sardines. As the white men led us to our accommodations, we were shoved, kicked, and even verbally abused. There was hardly any room or space to breathe deep within the bowels of the slave ship. There was not even a window where fresh air could penetrate the atmosphere. All that existed was the foul smell of our body odors, as we had to pass our stools wherever we were placed, and blood mingled with sweat, and even some people made that their tombs. I constantly watched helplessly as my brothers and sisters suffered at the unmerciful hands of the ship's crew. Blood sprung like fountains from their bodies, and tears like drops of rain. This was unbearable. I could no longer stand and watch my people being stripped of their humanity. Hence, I had to take matters in my own hands. I fought the white men, and my colleagues helped, but they had superior weaponry, so they overthrew us, whipped us, and chained us. Sprung like fountains from their bodies, and tears like drops of rain. This was unbearable. I could no longer stand and watch my people being stripped of their humanity. Hence, I had to take matters in my own hands. I fought the white men, and my colleagues helped, but they had superior weaponry, so they overthrew us, whipped us, and chained us like dogs. It was evident that we were not considered as humans, since steaming hot food was placed in our hands for us to eat and lap like dogs. Oh, how I dreamt that this never happened. Was this really fate, or is it just a nightmare? My heart pains with great intense. The ship hit deck, and we were unloaded, man, woman, and children. We were lined up in slave coffles as we now approached the auction station, where we would become property for the rest of our lives.